Hi guys, welcome to this short video about my experience with this Utilitech standard ventilation fan model 7111-04-L. And the reason why I took this out is because it broke. It actually started making crazy sounds like only 2 years, really disappointing. And I needed to replace it, and I bought this new one here, and so I'm going to show how this looks and how this works. So this is how it normally installed in your home. If you have it already there and you need to replace it, you have to play it underneath, and then you have the whole box on top of it. So I show you how this looks when we turn it around. Usually underneath you have this plate. If you need to remove that, you can just pull it down, usually a little bit here, maybe with a screwdriver or with your nails, just pull it down a little bit, and then you should have access to this bracket here. Just squeeze it together and then move it out of this holder on both sides. Not big deal. So again, here we have the fan. If you need to clean or replace, if you need to replace it, actually I have bad news for you. You can actually, as it looks, buy the whole set only, like with the box and the fan in a new package. You cannot buy the fan only. This is a bad thing actually, because probably the box will last for 100 years, and then it would be okay to just replace the fan with same thing again, but it is as it is. If you want to clean it, unfortunately, you also have to remove a couple of screws. First, we have 3 screws which you need to remove, one here, and one down here. And then you can pull out the whole fan with the housing. I have already removed the screws, so it's a little bit more difficult. So this is how it normally is when you remove these 3 screws, and then you have it on the back. Here you have 6 other screws. Don't remove the ones here on the inside. I already lost one here, so leave these 3 screws here inside. Only remove these 3 screws here to the outside, and then you will have access to your fan, and you can give it a deep clean. Just make sure that you are a little bit careful with this cable. It has this hook here where you can feed it through. Just be a little bit careful, but it's not very sensitive. So after removing these 6 screws, you can give it a nice clean if it's not broken, and then put it back. It's usually no problem. If it's broken, yeah, I would highly recommend to leave then the box inside of the roof or ceiling and just replace the fan. I mean, this is how I did it in my case, and it works really good. The adapter here seems to be the same. I had an old one here, looked a little bit different. I think one was black and this one here is white, but doesn't matter. I mean, the shape and function is exactly the same here. You can just plug the old out and plug the new in. Of course, I forgot to tell you, just pull it out by squeezing the plug and move it a little bit while pushing it to this side, so you can easily remove this part here. If you need to put it back, of course, then you have to also plug it in and attach the 6 screws again, and that's it. So it's a rather simple fan to work with. I would say it's not a bad thing. I'm still a little bit disappointed that it broke after 2 years, but apart from that, I think it's a good thing, which also gives us the opportunity to work and replace and do cleaning. If even if we are not pros, just the cleaning, yeah, it would have been definitely nicer if we would have access without removing so many screws here, because there's really, without removing these 3 screws here, there's not much access. I've tried to clean it, it's not possible. You really have to remove also these 3 outside screws here. Yeah, that's it for now. I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.